What if unlocking your hidden potential came with a price? The third eye, a concept shrouded in mystery and allure, promises expanded awareness and spiritual growth. But behind this enticing veil lie unexpected hazards that few discuss. This isn't just about meditation gone wrong, it's about the real, sometimes unsettling, consequences of awakening dormant abilities. Before you go on this path, you need to know the risks. The third eye, also known as the sixth chakra or ajna, is believed to be a source of intuition, psychic abilities, and higher consciousness. Located between the eyebrows, this energy center is said to connect us to realms beyond the physical. Many spiritual practices aim to activate or open the third eye, promising enhanced perception and spiritual awakening. But what does it really mean to open your third eye? In essence, it's about heightening your awareness and tapping into subtle energies around you. Some describe it as lifting a veil between the physical and spiritual worlds. Others liken it to turning on a light in a previously dark room of your mind. Practices to open the third eye often include meditation, yoga, visualization exercises, and energy work. Some use crystals or essential oils believed to stimulate this chakra. The goal is to clear blockages and allow energy to flow freely through this center. Now you might be thinking, that sounds amazing. Why wouldn't I want to open my third eye? And you'd be right. The potential benefits are enticing. But like any powerful tool, the third eye comes with risks. And these aren't your garden variety side effects. We're talking about profound shifts that can upend your life in ways you might not expect. So let's now take a look into the 10 untold dangers of opening your third eye. Remember, knowledge is power. At the end, you'll be better equipped to navigate the complex terrain of spiritual awakening. 1. The illusion of separation dissolves. Opening your third eye can shatter your perception of reality. The boundaries between you and the world blur. Your sense of being a separate individual might evaporate. This shift can lead to a profound identity crisis. Simple tasks like going to work or maintaining relationships become confusing. It's isolating. Try explaining to friends that you no longer feel like a separate self. This dissolution isn't just philosophical, it has real-world consequences. People report difficulty making decisions or setting boundaries. After all, if you're not separate from others, how do you determine where your needs end and someone else's begin? 2. Heightened sensitivity to energy. As your third eye opens, you might notice you're picking up on energies you never noticed before. Sounds great, right? Well, not always. Imagine walking into a room and being bombarded by everyone's emotions, thoughts, and energy. It's like suddenly developing super hearing in a world that's always been loud. This heightened sensitivity can be overwhelming and exhausting. You might find yourself absorbing the stress, anxiety, or negativity of those around you. A trip to the grocery store could leave you drained. Watching the news might become an emotional roller coaster. This sensitivity isn't limited to human energy. Some people report becoming acutely aware of electromagnetic fields from electronics. Your smartphone, which you've used without issue for years, might suddenly give you headaches. There's also the matter of negative energies. Whether you believe in spirits, ghosts, or just residual human emotions, many people report sensing these more strongly after opening their third eye. This can lead to feelings of unease or even fear in places that never bothered you before. 3. Time loses its grip. Opening your third eye can disrupt your sense of linear time. Past, present, and future might blur together. You could find yourself lost in memories that feel as real as the present, or having vivid premonitions. This impacts daily life. Keeping a schedule becomes challenging when your sense of time fluctuates. You might miss appointments or struggle to plan for the future. Some report experiencing time slips or déjà vu more frequently. You might feel like you're reliving moments or that time is looping. This can be disorienting and frightening. Time dilation is another possibility. Moments that stretch on for hours or hours that pass in a blink. This makes it hard to gauge how long tasks will take or coordinate with others. 4. The dark night of the soul. Awakening isn't always blissful. It can trigger a dark night of the soul, a profound spiritual crisis and existential dread. As your third eye opens, you might question everything you thought you knew. Your beliefs, values, and purpose all come under scrutiny. This isn't just philosophical pondering, it's a deep, sometimes painful, re-evaluation of your existence. During this phase, you might feel lost, confused, or depressed. Things that once brought joy might seem meaningless. You could withdraw from friends and family, unable to connect in the same way. This spiritual depression doesn't respond to typical treatments. It can last for months or even years, leaving you feeling stuck in limbo. 5. Psychic overwhelm. Opening your third eye might awaken latent psychic abilities. Sounds exciting, right? But be careful what you wish for. Suddenly, you might start picking up on thoughts, emotions, or information that isn't yours. This could manifest as hearing voices, seeing visions, or knowing things you shouldn't know. While this might sound like a superpower, it can quickly become overwhelming. Imagine trying to have a conversation with someone while simultaneously hearing their thoughts and feeling their emotions, or walking down the street and being bombarded by snippets of information about every person you pass. It's not just distracting, it can be downright disturbing. These experiences can be particularly challenging because they often come without an off switch. You might find yourself unable to control when or how you receive this information. This can lead to sleep disturbances, difficulty concentrating, and even paranoia. Moreover, not all psychic experiences are positive. You might pick up on negative energies, disturbing thoughts, or even experience frightening visions. This can be especially troubling if you're not prepared or don't have support to help you interpret and manage these experiences. There's also the social aspect to consider. How do you explain to your boss that you're late because you had a vivid vision on your way to work? Or to your partner that you know they're upset because you can literally feel their emotions? These abilities, while potentially valuable, can create significant challenges in everyday life. 6. Physical symptoms and energy surges. Opening your third eye can have real physical effects. Many report intense headaches or pressure in the forehead area. This isn't your average tension headache. It can be persistent and debilitating. Unusual body sensations are common. Energy rushes or tingling, particularly along the spine or at the skull base, can be disruptive, especially if they interfere with sleep. Changes in sleep patterns often occur. You might wake at odd hours, particularly around 3 a.m., the spiritual hour. Vivid or lucid dreams might become frequent. Sensory perception can change. Colors might seem brighter, sounds clearer. You might become more sensitive to certain foods or substances. Some experience Kundalini awakening, a powerful energy surge causing intense physical and emotional symptoms. This can include involuntary movements, temperature fluctuations, or temporary paralysis. 7. Relationship dynamics shift. As your awareness expands, relationships change, not always for the better. You might suddenly find certain behaviors or energies intolerable. Longtime friends might feel draining or incompatible with your new state. Conversely, you could develop deep connections with virtual strangers based on shared energy. This can disrupt established relationships. Communication becomes challenging. Expressing new insights to others who haven't had similar awakenings can lead to misunderstanding and isolation. Romantic relationships are particularly affected. If one partner is awakening and the other isn't, it creates imbalance. You might grow apart or struggle to connect. Becoming overly detached is a risk. As you see the bigger picture, everyday concerns might seem trivial. This can make normal social interactions difficult. 8. Reality becomes fluid. As your third eye opens, you might question reality itself. This isn't just philosophical. It's a profound shift in world perception. Synchronicities or meaningful coincidences might increase. While exciting, this can lead to a sense that everything is connected in incomprehensible ways. This can be overwhelming or even induce paranoia. Altered states of consciousness or out-of-body experiences might occur. While enlightening, these can be disorienting, if unexpected. Your sense of what's real might shift. You could question whether physical reality is as solid as you thought. This can lead to detachment from the everyday world. Awareness of different dimensions or realities might emerge. While fascinating, this can make functioning in the normal world difficult. Focusing on mundane tasks becomes challenging when you're aware of so much more. 9. Spiritual ego trap. A rarely discussed danger is developing a spiritual ego. As you gain new insights, it's easy to feel special or more evolved than others. You might look down on those not on a spiritual path. This superiority hinders growth, as attachment to spiritual experiences or abilities is a risk. Defining yourself by psychic powers creates a new limiting ego identification. Some get caught up collecting spiritual experiences like trophies, preventing true integration of wisdom. Spiritual bypassing. Using spiritual ideas to avoid uncomfortable feelings or unresolved issues can slow personal growth. Over-reliance on external validation of spiritual progress is dangerous. You might seek teachers who confirm your specialness rather than challenge you to grow. The spiritual ego can make you resistant to feedback. You might dismiss valid concerns as low vibration or assume critics aren't as spiritually advanced. 10. The point of no return. Perhaps the most significant danger. There's no going back. Once awareness expands, you can't simply close your third eye and return to your previous state. This irreversibility can be challenging, especially if the new awareness is overwhelming. You might long for your previous perspective, but that door has closed. You could find yourself straddling two worlds, everyday physical reality and the expanded reality you've become aware of. This creates a sense of not fully belonging in either realm. New knowledge and insights might be burdensome. Heightened awareness of suffering or injustice can lead to guilt if you feel unable to effect change. Priorities might shift dramatically. Career advancement, material possessions, or social status might suddenly feel meaningless. This can lead to major disruptive life changes. You might struggle with language limitations in expressing your new understanding. This can cause frustration or feeling constrained by societal structures. Your awakening might continue to unfold unexpectedly. Just when you think you've adjusted, another shift occurs. This constant evolution can be exciting but also exhausting and destabilizing. Opening your third eye is profound and transformative. While it can lead to expanded awareness and growth, it's not without risks. These dangers aren't meant to discourage exploration, but to prepare you for potential challenges. Remember, everyone's journey is unique. You might experience some of these dangers, all of them, or none at all. The key is approaching awakening with awareness, patience, and willingness to integrate experiences into everyday life. If you choose this path, do so with care and support. Seek knowledgeable guides or communities to help navigate the complexities. Above all, be gentle with yourself as you undergo this profound transformation. If you have made it this far, comment down below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.